Rookie cops frequently overstep their legal mandate, but what happens when these cops are put back in their place by educated citizens? Here are two cases where rookie cops got owned.
Are you Googling the laws right now? Because that's really what you should be doing right now.
You okay with that?
Yeah, continue reading.
Are you sure you're okay?
This is Joel Martinez, a 19-year-old law student at New Mexico State University. Officer Pirtle approached Joel's dorm after the campus police received an anonymous tip that Joel was in possession of alcohol. Little did the officer know that Joel would not yield easily.
Oh, sorry. I can help you.
Is there anyone else in here?
No, it's just me.
Okay. You mind just opening the door, that way I can see?
What you trying to look for?
I just want to make sure there's no one else in there. To start, and then I'll talk to you what I want to talk to you.
There's no one in there right now.
Okay.
Right.
Come out here and talk to me then.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be honest with you. So we got a report that you were seen walking into your dorm with alcohol. So
Okay.
Is there alcohol in there?
I don't answer questions. What's your name and your badge number?
Officer Pirtle, NMSU Police.
Title and name?
The security officer.
Oh, security officer. Okay.
Okay. You have an ID with you?
I do.
Okay. Can I see it?
You suspect me of a crime?
I do.
Okay. What crime and how can you articulate it?
Minor in possession of alcohol. We got a report that you were walked in.
So it's like here that they said thing.
Okay.
It's yeah, right. It's like they said that he has, and that's how you're gonna articulate it.
So we don't have to go down this route. If you wanna go down this route, we can.
Well, I really don't. But like I'm studying right now. I'm doing homework. Get knocked on my door. I'm out here. I want to know what's on. You say that they said that there's alcohol in this room.
Okay.
Oh, they saw me going into this room, and that there's alcohol in there. How can you articulate it though?
Okay. So that's why I'm here talking to you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I still need to ID you.
No.
And then we need to go from there.
You have to suspect me of a crime.
I do.
You realize that cops in New Mexico don't have qualified immunity, right?
I do that. I do.
Okay, so from here on, let's just be careful with what you're about to do right now. Okay. You're saying that you want my ID, but right now you or yourself can articulate a crime that I've committed.
Okay.
For those who don't know, qualified immunity is a court-created rule that protects government officials against litigation. It establishes that an official can only be sued where officials violate a clearly established statutory or constitutional right.
So
I already explained to you why I'm here. Why I need your ID.
I know what you're here, but okay, is my ID gonna tell you if there's alcohol in that room?
No, but I still need to identify you.
My name is Joel.
Joel what?
Joel.
I need your first, last name, and your date of birth.
No, you don't.
I do. If you don't want to provide that,
you don't want to call Officer Donovan or one of your supervisors here?
Yeah, I can get a sergeant over.
Then calling him, because right now, this is not what you want to do right now, because this is a violation of my Fourth Amendment.
Okay. All right. Let me get a sergeant over here. Okay.
Yeah.
202-212.
Go ahead. I'm not.
Yeah, that's my room.
Okay. You want to just hang out here then?
Is he detained?
No, that's fine. I just don't want anyone else going in the room.
You could go in then. If he's not detained, he's free to go.
Yeah, he's free to go, but he can't go in the room.
He can't?
No, not at this time.
All right. Just let it be, bro. Someone called and said that they saw or me walk in there with a case of beer, but that's all they have. So
it's an investigation. I'm talking to him. He doesn't want to identify himself. So until we get this figured out, there's a sergeant on the way that's going to talk to him. Until this gets figured out, I don't want anyone to go in the room. You're free to go anywhere else. That's fine. You're not detained or anything, but that's what's going on.
Is anything going to happen if I don't identify myself?
You can be arrested for concealing identity, yes.
So that's what I want you to say. If you don't ID to me right now, if I don't give you my ID, that you're going to arrest me. I want you to give me that ultimatum.
So just hold on. You want to wait? You said you wanted to wait to speak to a supervisor, so let's just do that.
Okay, thank you.
And keep your hands out of your pockets for me.
This is when Sergeant Lovelace of NMSU gets there. Officer Pirtle explains to him what's going on and how he thinks Joel is being unreasonable and wants to go down this route, whereas Joel is only trying to not get his constitutional rights being trampled by the cops.
Hi, name and badge number, please.
Sergeant John Lovelace. My badge number is 212.
212. All right, thank you. Officer said here that if I don't ID, I will be subject to arrest. Is that true?
It's possible, yes.
Possible, yes or no? I need that ultimatum, or else I won't get my ID.
Okay, so technically right now, yes, you could be arrested for
Could.
that.
I need a yes or no. Like, I need you to tell me if you don't give me your ID right now, I'm gonna arrest you.
Why would I say that to you?
Because I need that ultimatum. Because right now you're asking,
Yes.
and I have the right to say no. Because you're asking. You're not. It's not a lawful order. I need you to make it a lawful
you're
order.
being detained for suspicion of minor in possession of alcohol. Mm-hmm. We need to see your ID.
Okay, and if not,
And if not, you could be considered concealing identity.
because New Mexico statute says that concealing of identity is a secondary charge. I would have to have been arrested or suspected of a crime.
No.
Right now, you hear just
You don't have to be
hearsay.
arrested or suspected. You're being suspected of having possession.
On what grounds?
Okay, so do you have any alcohol in your possession?
I don't answer questions. On what grounds?
Okay, so you don't have any alcohol in your possession.
On what grounds? I don't answer questions.
Joe's is technically right. Reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime cannot be established on the basis of hearsay. If that were the case, everyone would be calling anonymous tips on everyone else, and innocent citizens would be subject to illegal searches and seizures all the time.
Yeah, that's our room, bro. Nah, they're trying to go in, bro. They're trying to ID me and shit, but nah.
Okay, so who are you talking to?
I'm recording you.
You're recording.
Okay, you're not
very
involved
good.
at all. So if you want to
Yeah,
hang
if
out
you want to
over
hang out
with
down
him,
there, you can. That's fine. So here's the deal. By saying could, what we're trying to do is we're trying to be cooperative with you and have you be cooperative with us and help us clear this matter up.
Okay, I gave him my name, Joel.
What's your last name?
You don't need my last name and you do not need my date of birth unless you want to run my name through your system. Are you trying to run my name through the
Do you have
system?
warrants for your arrest? Is
I
there anything
don't
you
answer
would be
questions.
concerned?
I don't answer questions. I'm asking
answer
questions.
questions.
I don't. It's my Fifth Amendment. Is it or is it not?
Okay. So the question is that like the officer told you, you're being suspected of having possession of alcohol underage. So in that case, the easiest way to prevent this is for you to let us know. Either somebody saw you carry a case of beer. You have a case of beer in your possession?
I don't answer questions.
Okay. All right. So the next step in this process would be, would you give us consent to check your room?
Nope.
To make sure that
Nope.
you have no alcohol in your possession?
Nope. I do not consent to any searches nor seizures.
Okay, very good. All right. This is completely up to you how you want to play this.
You could get a warrant, or you could,
So
or you have probable
right
cause.
now,
Go
right
ahead.
now we do have reasonable suspicion that possibly a crime had been committed.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to investigate that. You are certainly welcome to refuse if you wish.
I know.
But we need to ID you.
Or
And if you do not present your identification, you can face a non-traffic
Could.
citation.
you're saying could. I need you to
Because
say
I'm
you
giving
will.
I'm giving you the opportunity to.
No, I need that ultimatum.
cooperative
I will
with
give
us.
you my ID if you say that I'm going to go get arrested if I don't give it to you.
So you'll give us if we say that.
If you say that, yes, sir. Because that's already grounds for me to set up litigation against you.
So you're threatening to sue us.
I ain't threatening nothing, brother.
That's what you just said.
It's not a
It
threat.
gives you grounds to.
It's not a threat. It gives me grounds. Does it or does it not?
Telling a police officer that you will be pursuing legal action against them does not count as a threat. It is a basic right of every citizen.
I don't answer questions.
Okay, so the easiest and simplest solution to this is for you to tell us your name, date of birth.
Joel.
Joel what?
Joel.
Okay, by just saying Joel, there's 1,000 Joels. I need a last name and a date of birth.
For what? You're gonna run?
In order
I
to
told
confirm
you want my
are
name.
for the report. I need to have your name and
You
date of
could.
birth.
I didn't even have to give you my first name for that report. You could literally put the citizen or the guy or the suspect. Yes, you
It doesn't
can.
work like that.
Yes, it does. I'm a law student here. You're not gonna come over here and try to violate my rights.
Sergeant Lovelace goes back, and what he does next is very interesting.
Scared of a 19-year-old with the phone, bro.
Well, I'm not scared of a 19-year-old with the phone I have. Come on, man, don't do that, okay?
No.
Seriously, that's just
Do
be.
you see something in my pocket?
Okay, well, we would like for you to do that for us, just to be cooperative.
Oh,
okay?
just to be
So-
cooperative, like just
come on,
like for you to
don't-
say what you want me to do. Are you googling the laws right now? Because
Yeah.
that's really what you should be doing right now. All right,
You okay with that?
Yeah, continue reading.
Are
the
you
statute.
sure you're okay with that?
Yeah. I give you permission.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, it's
I
okay.
appreciate it.
It is both scary and interesting to see a senior sergeant having to Google the laws. Only if they were doing this more frequently during training, innocent civilians would not have to face police tyranny on a daily basis.
Okay, so here's why we need your name and date of birth.
I'm going to read you the law because you are a law student, okay?
Sean, can you
According to
can
New
you hear me?
Mexico, it's all being recorded.
Yeah, I know,
My
but those
body
are hard
camera's
to get.
running.
So I'm gonna use my own.
So concealing identity consists of concealing one's true name or identity or disguising oneself with the intent to obstruct the due execution of the law,
Am I obstructing?
or, yes, technically you are, with the intent to intimidate, hinder, or interrupt any public officer or any person in illegal performance of his duties or exercise of his rights under the law of the United States.
Okay, so your investigation is investigating that I'm in possession of alcohol, right?
That's exactly
Okay,
what
and
we
if I don't
said.
give you, if I give you my ID, is that gonna tell you if I do or do not have alcohol in that room?
If
Or is
you-
it just a way
if you
pathway
deny-
to find me with something?
No. The ID is so that we can identify who we are talking to. If you wish to deny us access to that room, that is totally within your rights.
I know.
But you refusing to identify yourself
I
to
know.
us by name and date of
of
birth,
birth. Yeah.
full name,
Mm-hmm,
date of birth,
mm-hmm.
that is concealing identity,
Yeah? Uh-huh.
okay?
Okay, so just tell me
So,
that if I don't give you
can-
the ID, you're gonna arrest me. Just
Okay.
say it.
Show us your ID. We need to see your ID, or
Or-
you will be arrested.
Thank you. Y'all got that right? Yeah. Yeah, you got that. Pigs, fool, for real.
Why do you use that term?
Because why the fuck are you searching my like?
We're not searching
No,
your shit.
yes, that's a
Go ahead and
that's
identify
a
him real quick,
seize of
please.
my identification. Is it or is it not?
It's not a seizure. We just
It's
need
a
to confirm-
seizure of my identification, yes or no?
We just need to see who you are in order to
I
go
told you my
forward in the
fucking name.
investigation.
Told you my fucking name. Today I did
Your
not.
legal name.
My
Give
legal
us your
name.
first name.
What is my Joel? Not the legal name or what?
Joel what?
He has my ID. Go look at it.
Perfect. That's all we
Yeah.
needed. Thank you. That's all we needed.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go down here real quick, please.
Officer Pirtle and Sergeant Lovelace huddle to decide what to do next. They decide against charging Joel with obstruction or concealing of identity.
If we really wanted to push the issue, we could stop and lock the room down and get a search warrant. But we have an anonymous complaint. So it's really kind of one of those things that's up in the air. We don't want to do that.
Are they?
Oh, wait, they're right here. Hey, bro.
Hi.
I'm gonna stand right here.
Okay,
Just listening.
Yeah, you're listening? Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else I can help you guys with?
We
No,
just
you're
danced.
So you're just gonna stand around and get paid?
Yeah, sure.
You're just gonna stand around and get paid, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can just prove some braces. I'm gonna get complaints on both of your ass.
Okay.
And Chief Donovan's gonna know about this because he knows who I am.
Chief Donovan knows you.
Chief Donovan knows who I am.
Okay, very
All
good.
right.
Appreciate it.
Fucked up for real.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. And did you find anything with that ID, brother? Did you find out if there's alcohol in here or not with that ID? Nah. So what the fuck
You
was the
denied us
point?
consent, so that's fine.
I didn't
Like
give you
I- like
consent.
I-
You could,
exactly.
If you could, you would.
So we're not gonna argue with you. Have a nice
Get
day.
the fuck out of here.
Well, this is actually a common area, so we're allowed to be
Get the fuck
here.
out. Go work. I paid you for something. Fuck out of here. Yes, I
Why
paid
are
you
you
for
doing
something.
this?
Fuck out of here. Because you got my ID for no reason, brother.
Oh, okay.
Get the fuck out of here.
Have a nice day, sir.
Fuck
Thank you.
It is unclear if Joel lodged a complaint or followed up on this case, but he surely made sure the officers did not intimidate him with their unlawful tactics. But if you think it was Officer Pirtle and Sergeant Lovelace who got brutally owned by Joel, wait till you find out about Officer Gilpin. Watch him get humbled by a citizen who is well aware of his rights.
You pulled me over for that phone.
It's a single lane.
You
travel.
pulled me over for that phone and you were wrong.
And I corrected myself. I told you.
But you still got to get that license. It's like crack to you guys. I don't understand that. You got to have it. Let me have that license. I don't want
Sir.
my, as a citizen, I don't want my information entered into a database any more than it has to be.
This is a citizen who goes by the name of Last American Patriot on his YouTube channel. He was stopped by Officer Gilpin of Midland Police Department on June 4th, 2022 for the suspicion of using his phone while driving. But as the situation escalated, this citizen decided to firmly stand for his constitutional rights.
Sir, I'm Officer Gilpin, Midland Police Department, sir. Ma'am. And so the reason why you got pulled over as you passed me, I noticed you had your phone up.
No, my phone's right here.
Well, maybe it was my mistake then I stand corrected.
Have a good day.
No, you're not free to go. You seem to be in a hurry, sir.
Was I speeding?
Yes, you were.
No, I was not.
Okay, you weren't speeding?
No, sir.
All right, your license, please.
Do you have me clocked for speeding or did you pull me over for that? Because that's the first time you told me
Yes,
you pulled me over for
I-
that. Now you're telling me speeding.
Let me start over. Okay.
Please do.
I said I noticed you with your phone. You corrected me. You said your phone was us up. You
So-
didn't have your phone in your hand, so I was mistaken. I did.
So then you got me for something else now.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Do you have a
so
supervisor?
I do have a supervisor. So
Why don't you get him out
please.
here?
Your license, please.
What did you clock me at?
Sir, I did not clock you.
Exactly. So I wasn't speeding because I saw you whenever I turned off of Garfield, and I am obviously not going to speed past a cop. Whenever I passed you, I was going 16 miles an hour. It's
Okay.
25 on these 20 or 25
My
on these
supervisor is
roads.
quite a distance away. I'm gonna give you a warning, let you go. You want to talk to my supervisor? All right, I'll call my supervisor.
So you're holding me here
You asked for a supervisor. So I'm gonna
because
give
you're asking for my license for no reason because I wasn't speeding. And I'm not going to give you my license unless I was speeding.
All right. So you want to?
So if you're good with it and I can drive away, I don't need your supervisor.
Okay.
But if you want my license and you're going to violate my Fourth Amendment, you're absolutely getting your supervisor.
Do you want me to call my supervisor?
Do you want my license?
Yes, I want your license.
Get your supervisor.
Okay.
Officer Gilpin calls his sergeant and comes back to the citizen to tell him that he will have to wait because his sergeant is quite far away. It looks like Officer Gilpin is looking for a face-saving out of this situation.
So those are fellow officers. Not my supervisor. Supervisor outside town, so he's coming over. Okay.
Great use of resources there.
I'm sorry?
Great use of resources there.
Okay. You asked for a supervisor, so.
Well, because you're trying to violate my Fourth Amendment.
Sir.
Are you or are you not? Why do you need my license if I wasn't speeding? If I didn't commit an infraction, why do you need my license?
Visually.
You can't pace from sitting still. You cannot pace from
I'm
sitting
not gonna
still.
argue with you, okay?
Well, then prove your point.
So let me.
How do you know I was speeding? I'll sit here and shut up. You tell me how you know I was speeding.
Visually, you came up rapidly behind me. You were speeding. My interpretation. I didn't get your radar, so that is why I told you you were speeding. Okay?
You don't know
you gonna
that,
let
so
me
you
talk?
don't get my license.
You don't have to give me a license. You want a supervisor? I asked you. I was gonna give you a verbal. Let you go. You want my supervisor? My supervisor's on his way. So that's where.
No. You wanted my license to give me a verbal. This
Sir.
all would have been done if you wouldn't have said you needed my license for nothing.
You heard what I said? All right, so
That you
stand
don't
by.
know any violation and you wanted my
You were
license.
speeding.
I was not speeding.
That's your interpretation and mine.
No, that's fucking truth because it said 16 miles an hour on. I'm telling the truth. You wanted to ID me. You guys don't like it when citizens don't bow down to you.
So you don't have to bow down to me.
Then let me be on my damn way without
was gonna
violating
let
my
you be
Fourth
on-
Amendment.
You can argue and say what you want to say.
Get out of my face, dude. Why do you have me stop right now?
You want me to start over?
And I will too.
Okay,
and
sir.
we can shake hands and be done. I will
Exactly.
calm down.
Sir, I'm calm.
Two things to note here. Firstly, the reason to pull over this citizen was his phone and not speeding. If the driver was going over the speed limit, why didn't Officer Gilpin mention it when he first made contact? Secondly, he says that he was driving behind, whereas previously he said that he had noticed the citizen sped past him.
Exactly, sir. So I'm driving. I saw you behind me. I saw the phone up. I thought you had your phone in your hand. Okay? So I pulled you over because of the phone. When I came up to here, you corrected me and told me, and you're right. It's on the mount. You said it was on the mount. I said, sir, I stand corrected. Exactly.
Have a good day. You're on your way.
No, and I said you were speeding. You said we're gonna start over. That's where I'm
We're
telling
starting
exactly
over,
what I
but
did.
you're still wrong. We can start over,
Sir,
but
I
you're
can be
still
wrong.
wrong.
You can be right. We can all be
Okay.
going back and forth. I'm just explaining. You asked me to start
Okay.
over. So I said you were speeding. You came up
Okay.
behind me. I pulled over. Visually caught you speeding. You said you weren't speeding. Okay, that's your interpretation, and you're the driver. You have the right to say what you believe is the truth.
The officer is in the wrong, because although his own interpretation of the citizen's speed could be subjective, the citizen read the reading on the speedometer to be 16 miles per hour, which was objectively correct.
You're wrong right now, buddy.
And I did not pull
You're
over
wrong right now.
for-
You
It's-
pulled
it's
me
a
over
si-
for that phone.
It's a single lane.
You
travel.
pulled me over for that phone and you were wrong.
And I corrected myself. I told you.
But you still got to get that license. It's like crack to you guys. I don't understand that. You got to have it. Let me have that license. I don't want
Sir.
my as a citizen. I don't want my information entered into a database any more than it has to be.
And sir, okay, you can say that. I wasn't even going to enter. I was going to look at the license and give you a road.
You don't. But you don't get to do that unless I've done something wrong.
Sir, my interpretation again. You did.
So you think that? How fast do you think I was going?
You're going over 10% over the speed limit.
You're out of your mind, bro.
Sir, my interpretation.
You're out of your mind. So if the speed limit here is is it 20 or 25? I was doing 16.
That's
Is
what
it
you
20
say
or
you're
20?
doing.
Is it 20 or 25 right here?
If you say you're doing 16, that is your interpretation.
Is it 20 or 25 right here?
I don't know. You tell me.
You don't know.
No, you tell me.
You don't. Either way. So if it's 20,
25.
10% over would be 22.
If it's 25, 10% over is 2.5
Yeah.
miles.
Okay. So 27.5.
Yeah.
So you visually saw me going 27.5 miles an hour.
Yes, sir.
You need to get recalibrated, man.
Okay. Your interpretation of recalibration, then it's fine.
You're in the wrong.
Sir,
You're in the wrong.
We're gonna argue, and
You're in the wrong.
Just wait
There's no argument because you're in the wrong.
We're arguing right now. We're talking.
There's no argument. I'm telling you what the truth is.
But I'm
being molested by my government for doing nothing wrong because you have to have my ID.
Because you violated a traffic offense, yes.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, your interpretation.
You're a liar, dude. Don't come back up to this car. Get your supervisor. I'm not talking to you anymore. Not talking to you anymore. You're a liar.
Officer Gilpin, without a radar, was able to estimate that the citizen was going 10% over the speed limit without even knowing the speed limit on this road. It is becoming clear that the speeding thing was entirely made up so that Officer Gilpin could justify this traffic stop. His ego is too big to accept that he has made a mistake and let the citizen be on his way. After a while, Sergeant Wilson of MPD also gets there.
Yes, sir.
Sergeant, how you doing?
What can I do for you, man?
I'm wondering why I'm still here.
Well, apparently you called for a supervisor.
Because he wants my license when I have committed no traffic infraction. When your officer first got up to this vehicle, he said he pulled me for this.
Okay.
Because that's up there. When that was wrong, then he tells me that I'm speeding. I know for a fact I wasn't. I looked down at 16. The whole time I was behind him and past him, I looked down, I was 16 miles an hour.
Okay.
But he wants to get my license. He already told me he hasn't clocked me. He estimated my speed from a standstill, which you can't pace from a standstill. He says I'm going 10% over the posted speed limit.
Okay.
From a standstill, he knows this. I'm not giving up my license unless you're threatening to take me to jail.
Okay.
I'm not the war you guys want right now with all y'all have going on. I was going 16 miles an hour, but I'm not going to let him violate my Fourth Amendment when he was wrong.
Okay. So what do you want now? What is it that
I want to be unmolested from my government and on my way.
Okay.
It's not funny.
Well, I mean, you sat here waiting for me
because he wouldn't let me go.
Okay. All you need to do is verify that you have a driver's license.
Not going to do it. He doesn't have a reason to see it.
Well, now, yeah, actually, we do have a reason.
What reason is that?
Because we can actually stop you to check your driver's license.
No, you can't.
Yes, we can.
Not unless I've committed an infraction.
No, we actually can. I searched the traffic code. It'll tell you right there. But that's all he wanted to verify. He's going to send you on your way.
No.
So.
According to him, you can be randomly stopped and asked for your driver's license in the state of Texas. In reality, there are numerous Supreme Court rulings on this matter. The Supreme Court has held that any motorist can only be asked to identify himself if there is at least a reasonable suspicion that he might be unlicensed or driving an unregistered vehicle.
Go. I'll let you go. Go.
Thank you very much. What's your name?
Wilson.
Wilson. Badge number?
330.
Thank you, sir.
330.
Thank you.
Still, Sergeant Wilson does the sensible thing here and lets the citizen go. This is a win for the citizen who held his ground. The citizen later updated that he went back to find out the speed limit on that road, and it was 30 miles per hour, which means, even by Officer Gilpin's estimate, he was driving well under the speed limit. It is refreshing to see law-knowing citizens stand up for their constitutionally guaranteed freedom and rights. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments section. And don't forget to subscribe. Goodbye.